Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started.
Hello friends, what's up? We have major news coming out of the Red Bull camp. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's consultant, has admitted he was wrong and is apologizing for the accusations he made against Kimi Antonelli. We have all the details here on the GP Casa Plus. First, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all the details from the world of Formula One. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and show your support for our work. The main topic of the day has been the accusation made by Red Bull against Mercedes, suggesting that Kimi Antonelli intentionally let Lando Norris pass during the final stages of the Qatar Grand Prix. The claim was that this maneuver was an attempt to somehow benefit the McLaren driver and undermine Max Verstappen in the title race. One of the most prominent figures making this accusation was Helmut Marko, the Red Bull consultant. Mercedes was deeply uncomfortable with these statements, particularly because Antonelli received a high volume of online threats as a result. This led to the FIA becoming involved and Red Bull itself issuing a general statement to apologize for the accusations. Now, Marko has personally changed his version of the events surrounding the Kimi Antonelli/Lando Norris moment. He now affirms that he reviewed the footage again and realized that Antonelli simply made a driving error. According to Marko, in his initial assessment, it appeared that the Italian driver could have defended his position better. However, after reviewing the incident more carefully, he concluded that Antonelli's mistake and Norris's overtake were simply a racing moment. Antonelli did not intentionally allow Norris to pass. Marko also expressed regret regarding the volume of attacks Antonelli received on social media following the race. He emphasized that he wants to make it clear that the driver did not give up the position on purpose, attempting to dampen the situation and correct the problem that he himself had caused after the Qatar Grand Prix. So, tell us, do you think Marko is doing the right thing by apologizing and trying to mitigate the situation, or is the damage already done, and there is nothing more he can do? Let us know your thoughts.
The season ended with Max Verstappen losing the World Championship title to Lando Norris by the agonizingly slim margin of just 2 points. Despite securing the final race victory in Abu Dhabi, that triumph felt hollow. Norris's controlled drive to third place was enough to claim the trophy, dealing a psychological blow to the Dutch star. This loss, determined by the finest of margins after a grueling 24-race calendar, set the stage for a tense post-race debrief and highlighted the immense psychological pressure under which the champion was operating. The simmering frustration finally boiled over during the top 3 press conference. A journalist, knowing the tension and the magnitude of the deficit, questioned Verstappen directly, bringing up the infamous episode at the Spanish Grand Prix. This was the moment where Verstappen, after ignoring a team order, collided with George Russell, incurring a penalty that cost him a devastating 9 crucial points, far more than the 2 points by which he ultimately lost the title. Verstappen immediately bristled at the mention of the topic, stating with palpable irritation that it was obvious it would be brought up. The confrontation escalated rapidly when he looked directly at the journalist and launched a sharp, uncharacteristic barb, questioning whether the journalist was giving him an idiotic smile. This was not merely frustration, it was the psychological explosion of a champion who knows precisely where the title was lost, but refuses to let a single mistake define his season. Quickly attempting to regain control of the narrative, Verstappen followed his emotional outburst with a rational, calculated defense. He reminded the room and the world that the championship is a marathon, not a sprint, stressing that the season consisted of 24 races. He pointed out that focusing on one isolated incident was a gross oversimplification, arguing that many other factors influenced the final outcome, including moments where he himself had been unintentionally benefited by rivals' errors or circumstances. He challenged the narrative that the title was solely lost in Spain, trying to shift the focus back to the relentless, year-long grind of Formula One. The incident raises critical questions for the Formula One community. Was the journalist performing their necessary duty, highlighting the defining statistical mistake of the season, or was the question an unnecessary jab delivered with poor timing? Did Verstappen overreact to a fair question, or was his defense a justified pushback against the media machine intent on reducing his brilliant season to a single act of defiance? The 2024 season is over, but the debate surrounding Max Verstappen's raw reaction, the Spanish GP mistake, and the agonizing 2-point defeat will undoubtedly continue to rage. Tell us, what did you think of the confrontation? Was the question fair, or did Verstappen take the scrutiny too personally?
Hey my friends, what's up? Quick and straight to the point news for you from the world of Formula One. Make sure to subscribe and activate notifications here on the channel so you don't miss any details. This news had been circulating in the media for some time without any official confirmation, but now it has been confirmed. Fernando Alonso is indeed set to become a father for the first time. This information was confirmed this week by the Spanish media, which cited sources close to the couple. According to reports, his partner, Melissa Jimenez, a well-known sports journalist, is now 6 months pregnant, and the birth is expected in March of next year, coinciding with the beginning of the 2026 Formula One season. Rumors first began circulating during the Qatar Grand Prix weekend, when Sky Sports Italy first commented on the matter during their broadcast. Since then, Melissa has been absent from the final races of the season, which only intensified the speculation. Melissa is already a mother to 3 children from a previous relationship. She and Alonso have been together since 2023. The driver recently spoke about his desire to become a father, and he is now preparing for his 23rd career season in Formula One. This will be his 4th year with Aston Martin and the final year of his current contract. The news of his impending fatherhood comes at a crucial juncture for the veteran driver. Alonso will enter the 2026 season not only as one of the oldest competitors on the grid, but also facing major decisions about his future beyond his current contract. The arrival of a baby in March 2026 directly coincides with the introduction of the radical new F1 technical regulations, a period when teams and drivers often make long-term commitments. This life event will surely add another layer of complexity to his career planning, as he weighs the demands of a relentless global racing calendar against the responsibilities of a new family. Furthermore, while Alonso has been enjoying a competitive spell at Aston Martin, the team's long-term trajectory will also play a role in his decision. Historically, Alonso has been highly motivated by the prospect of challenging for wins and championships. With his contract expiring, he will be in high demand, but his priorities might now shift. His commitment to racing has always been total, but a new child could influence his willingness to pursue another grueling multi-year contract, especially given his age and the fact that he has already fulfilled most of his career ambitions. So we'll have to wait and see what decisions the driver makes now that he knows he will be a father for the first time. But tell me, do you think Alonso will be a good dad? Do you think he will abandon motorsport to focus 100% on fatherhood? Or do you think he will continue racing anyway?